All right, so what we have here, this is today's morning sample, which has got all sorts of red in it, even though it's a black and white image. It's got these white sort of like haze in it. We see in every sample, we see chunky parasites, that are not long, but they're chunky. And in other pictures, we have bigger ones. And then now, so that's this one. That was the before. Okay. And we're just going to do a reveal. I haven't looked at it. I just know it's kind of like, in sync back there. And this is the after. Oh my God. All the lines, I didn't change the lighting. All the lines have white around them and are glowing. All those cells have all the energy. 2 trillion cells in your body are sitting there looking totally different.
That's insane.
You see this guy here as sort of like your immune system cell. Is looking blue and white. We have one cell back there that probably would have been really dark before, at least got some energy in it. So all the white blood cells on the screen look good. Right away on the bottom, what do you see right there?
A stem cell.
A stem cell in your peripheral blood, which we couldn't find any before. So that tells us that we've reduced the parasite load in your body just by doing that. So, and there's more space in between the cells. I mean, this can get better. But all these look lit up really well. You've got another active white blood cell in there. You've got a white blood cell here as well. I saw another one somewhere. But anyway, you've got like 3 on the screen. So now we're going to move around a little bit just to randomly go to a different part of the slide. And you've got immune cell, immune cell, immune cell, immune cell. All have better access to your actual cells themselves. There's a small, teensy little virus there. But I don't see really any other sort of signs of viral cells right now. Looking pretty good, right? So then we're going to back up to the high level and just take a look to see if we can find any parasites before. We were able to sort of spot a couple. And if I go over kind of left and right, I'm kind of looking for sort of chunky things. Remember, we had a lot of chunky things. There's maybe... Let's see, and I don't expect to kill every parasite, like in the moment, but there's a little chunky thing in the center there. I'm trying to center it. Let's see if we can get it right down there a little bit. Okay. Our first reveal. Okay, let's see. That should be able to put it on the screen for us. And let's back up, see what we find. Hard to tell what that shiny thing is, but I don't see stem cells attached to it. Okay, so let's back up. But here, what's very interesting, see these little guys? These are small stem cells, super small, like fresh. There, 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 and there. One here, one here, a bigger one here. So that's way healthier. Now you've got stem cells that can actually rejuvenate your body and not necessarily feed parasites. So already we see less as far as parasites. If we were to open up the cells more with some more spray and some other things, we would find the chance to see if there are any inside the cells, that are sort of birthing, that kind of thing. But anyway, just randomly looking around again, just go over here.
But there's
this little guy here, see this? That's a parasite inside a cell. You can see him moving around. Nice and bright.
Yeah.
So it requires some maintenance to get all this sort of, cared for, but there's no big ones around, and every page has got stem cells in the peripheral blood compared to before. There were none. I've got 10 and they're all small. It's like they literally like just birthed. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like, boom, they start to show up because the body asks for it. But you've got, again, active, white blood cells that are sort of moving around and doing stuff. Not all of them do that. This one, too, is very active. It's attached to cells, and it's moving and doing stuff.
I don't have words, but I don't know. I don't even know what to say, but I've been looking for this my whole life. I mean, I prayed for this. I prayed for this. And what it seems like is I came in very sick. Mm-hmm. I was sick. waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Diseases waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And now I can self-heal.
Mm-hmm. That's how it looks. How do you feel?
I feel alive, quiet, amazing. I feel like my body is alive.
You came in not here to ask for any healing. You were just coming in to kind of check things out. What's the difference between you coming in feeling pretty good, whatever that was, compared to whatever this is? What is the gap between what you were and what you are now a couple hours later?
I feel like I revealed the truth about my blood. And the blood is the source of everything. And your cells are the source of everything. And my cells were sick. They were sick. And it was only a matter of time. And I was trying to medicate it with God. Just not dealing with the source of the problem. And I knew intuitively I've been wanting to do a parasite cleanse, but I just didn't know what, how, when, and you could cure all disease with this. You could cure all disease with this. This is incredible. I mean, I had a life-changing experience today, emotionally, physically, spiritually. I am in shock. I am in utter shock. This is the most amazing thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
And what about how you feel?
I feel good. I feel good. I wish I could have more fancy language for it, but my cells feel alive. I'm buzzing.
Mm-hmm.
I am buzzing with clarity and aliveness. And unbelievable gratitude. Unbelievable gratitude. Like that we were brought together again and that you reached out to me. And the amount of people that you could help is just amazing. Like really inspiring.
How can you, of course, you've had the experience, so it's a little undescribable, I guess. What words could you use to tell somebody on the outside, like if you're gonna, whatever you maybe told your wife, or, what would you, if you saw somebody that needed it, that you felt needed, or anybody, and you were gonna describe what this is, what's the sentence that you would try to use to describe what you just went through?
A rebirth, for sure. Like a freaking rebirth. I'm trying to not use bad language, but it's a rebirth for my cells. It was a rebirth for my cells. The very thing that I am, and I have trillions of, and you don't need to go see a doctor. Doctors just treat symptoms. They don't get to the source. They don't look at the blood the way you look at the blood. They do not. Look at the blood. I mean, you get numbers when you go get your blood drawn. You get numbers. And they tell you things, but then they treat it with medicine that is going to make it worse. They put toxins in you. They put chemicals to fix, I don't know, this is just, and what came out of my feet, that was insane in the membrane. How do my feet look? They look clear.
Well, you had like a stripe across them before from your maybe your suntan, but the dark spots of that stripe were way different than what we see here. I'm alive. All right, man. 5 after. We're gonna send you out to your stuff.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Oh my God.
Welcome to the rest of your life, my friend.
Yes. I feel like I took my health into my own hands. I really do. I know there's more work to do, and I'm gonna do it. You know, like I'm gonna attack these parasites. But I want my cells to be separate. I want them all to be separate like that. That's what I want.
That's where we're headed.
Forget a 6-pack.
Oh, that's good.
I
Yeah.
want my cells to be separate. That's what I want.
The
I
new
want them to be glowing and separate.
Nice. Well, they're already changing, like literally on the screen too. Like the stacking is actually improving as we're watching it. That's a parasite in there. You've got some cellular parasites, and we've got stuff to work on there. But this is actually it's improving in the slide, which is unusual. So you're on your way, my friend. You are on your way, getting better as we speak. Yeah.
And I didn't even feel sick. I didn't feel sick. But when I looked at the slide the first time, I saw the sickness. I saw...
Yeah, there is something about that, right? Where
Oh
you
my
can literally
God, it's
translate
really hard
it into
to
what it is.
see. It
Yeah.
was really... And you can't feel it.
Mm-mm.
You cannot feel what's going on in your blood.
Mm-hmm. But you can feel how you feel now compared to when you walked in. And how's that?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Clear.
Mm-hmm.
Like... calm. Peaceful. No words.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I usually find words, but... yeah.
All right, my friend. See you soon.
Yeah.